Debit guys here for D.Gray-Man Hallow episode 5. I know I missed last week's review, but I was on vacation and back this week. And what can I say? Back to back, episode 4, and I just finished episode 5 like a couple minutes ago. Perfection. That was everything I envisioned when I was reading the manga, what I want to see out of the anime. The music was on point, the atmosphere was great. It just all felt really smooth, and the material itself is just amazing. It's breathtaking. Like what we're about to experience in the Mystery of Kanda arc, no one we were expecting was gonna happen. So we got a lot of good stuff this episode. It looks like we're diving into Kanda's backstory, which is gonna be really cool. There's something weird about Kanda and Alma. We know they have a connection somehow. We know that Kanda killed Alma, because Alma apparently went rampage and killed all like the scientists before, way back when doing the second X experiment. As well, we get diving more that Kanda and Alma were the first batch, that they were like, considered the second Exorcist. So like Alan and the and people with the innocence, like Leone, they are like first rate Exorcists, and Kanda and Alma, through some means of like experimentation or a second exorcist, where they seem to have really good regenerations. That was really expanded on, and really more expanded on that Alma is the parent for the third exorcist, and through Alma they create the four that we know. I can't remember the name, but we got more of that. We got to see more of the Noah Desiree, the guy, the Noah with the long hair, control the strings. Also very cool. We see more of Earl and more Tiki Miki. Absolutely love those two. And we also another new. No, it was Weasley, the guy with the eye and the scarf. I love Weasley. Weasley, probably one of my favorite out of the new Noah. His personality is so good, and his build is also really cool. We see a little bit of it at the end where he dives, he like open mind, that kind of stuff. We see him dive into Kanda's mind, and we see Alan sucked up into it, and he's trapped as well in the Kanda's kind of backstory. Other than that, really good stuff. I think in this episode is the first time we see the Millennium Earl not his big goofy costume with the big like buck teeth and the big hat. He actually looked like a legitimate guy in this episode. That was actually really cool to see Millennium Earl. Like he legit looks like more like menacing, that kind of way. I don't know, like you always get that goofy kind of vibe feeling when he's in that big fat like goofy big large form. But this, when he's in the old little man form, really interesting. We'll see Rowan in their doll form for some strange reason. Anyways, really good episode. I'm really excited for episode 6. We're probably most likely diving into the Kanda backstory and prepared for the fields. It also seems that what's his name, Moo, the old guy, he has a big role to play in this as well as Kanda. Obviously Kanda's a big role to play in this, but some really good stuff. Really excited. Not much for us to say. We got some stuff with Link, how he's gonna try and go there. We also saw, I forgot to mention, we saw the 14th come out again, and that's indicating that the 14th is starting to get more control over Alan. He was able to come out that first time when we see like Alan and level 4 Akuma, when he stabs himself. The 14th comes out and speaks to him through the level 4 Akuma back in the Phantom G arc. But again, this episode, he comes out again and he tells Millennium that he was gonna kill him, and he's gonna become the Millennium Earl himself. That's very interesting to see. What the 14 right now is a very mysterious character, and we don't know much about him, what his goals are. So it's kind of interesting why he's kind of like a rebel in the Noah. So it's very like weird to see that, because we see all the other Noahs like Ro, Tikimiki, Weasley, the girl, all of them, Jessel. We see them; they're following Millennium 4. They bail, like they hail Millennium 4. They respect him. They love him. They love pretty much they care for him. But the 14th is a little bit different. It's very interesting to see like what the 14th role is and what really is the 14th. Like what's mysteries behind him. So that was really cool to see. As well, we see we hear the Millennium so that he is the first apostle to Adam, and very subtle foreshadowing, and like something's going on with whoever Adam is. We even don't know who or what this Adam person is. We know that D.Gray-Man is heavily influenced through the Bible, the Christian Bible, where through you see Adam and Eve are the first people on Earth, and the Noahs are like the 12, the 13 apostles, this kind of thing. So it's very interesting to see what's going on about that. We still don't know who I'm pretty sure this is the first time we get a mention of Adam, and we don't know what the Millennium Earl's origin is yet. So it's very again interesting. Still the subtle foreshadowing, but we might get a Millennium Earl backstory, where he come from, or where the Noahs come from, that kind of stuff. But And anyways, we see the Noahs, they take over the laboratory, and we see them in the beginning of the episode. We see like they're talking about, oh, Alma was part of the second exorcist thing and who Alma is and that kind of stuff. So a brief backstory. We're gonna get more next episode, a lot more, and it's gonna hit those feels. But anyways, the Noah have basically catch everybody in the controls, and Alan is on the scene. Of course, he's here to protect everybody. And Kanda, who he straight savage, he was pissed. Like, usually we know Kanda's like that cold guy who shows emotions a lot, but this episode when it's like, oh, who is you know who this is, right? Kanda's like, no, I don't. And at first it seems a little funny because they're like, wait, what? What? You don't know? Kanda? I don't know who that is. And we're like, it's just funny. Like, Weasley, are you sure about this? And then Kanda's like, Almost dead, and he like proceeds to just crush. Well, not crush, but the doll, but destroy Noah's Road's head. And we know that Road can only be hurt in a dream world, so that's also very important to remember as well. So you can do anything in Road in like the real world, but we see her head crushed. He's able to stab the body, and Alan's like, don't let her play with you. That's Road's character to play with you. Pretty much, let's talk about. It's cool to see the more Noah around. We get to see again the Desiree character with the strings. He can manipulate people. We see I can't remember the Chavich, can't remember the name, but. Anyways, really cool. Really excited for next week. Probably one of my favorite episodes so far. It has been looking really good. D.Gray-Man Hallow. A little iffy at the beginning. The first couple episodes, even a little fast paced. But this episode, they may skip a little bit parts of the manga, but it still get the very important stuff out. The stuff we want to see, and the stuff that that's part of the story. Nothing. There's no silly, stupid filler around, but it's exactly what I want to see. And anyways, I've been rambling. I'm sorry. Epic guys, signing out.